Okay. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to this webinar on green wires. This is being hosted by NFE, the National Federation of Engineers for Electrical Safety. So in this session, I'll just have a quick go through on just start sharing my screen. So NFE, is my screen visible?
Yeah, visible.
Yeah. Great. So NFE is, like I said, the National Federation of Engineers for Electrical Safety, taking part as Polycab. So NFE is a group of passionate electrical engineering professionals working in the field of electrical safety. This is registered in Chennai, the Society Registration Act. Our members have got decades of experience working with electrical inspector of state and central governments. We are electrical designers, we are safety officers, we are engineers in the field of electrical safety involved in the quality and standards. We have vision to make every electrical installation free of accidents such as electrocution and fire due to short circuits, while increasing the reliability of electrical installations, thus contributing to saving of life and property and supporting system development. So basically, a Vidyut Surakshit Bharat. Our mission, we shall strive to achieve our vision by getting accredited for product and person certification. On the person certification, we got a separate scheme, which I'll be talking about later. So we'll be focusing on electrical safety by design in manufacturing, installation, and maintenance and services. We also have a vision, have a dream to competent and qualified manpower. So, of activities, we got seminars. The seminars are conducted or being conducted all over India at Tier 1 cities to Tier 2 cities. The last one which we had was in Chandigarh just last week. So these seminars we intend to and are doing dissemination of knowledge on NEC, IS 732, IS 3043. Basically, any topic which concerns the cause of electrical safety. Webinars, as I just joined here, similar to these ones, we have been doing them for nearly 2.5 years in the banner of NFE, 2 years. So I think we have an audience of more than 10,000 plus. And part of our electrical safety, we are trying to instill this in the young, impressionable minds of students. For this, we are in the process of finalizing a school handbook on electrical safety. This initially is written in English, is being translated as we speak to other languages, starting with Tamil, Telugu, Hindi, Marathi, Malayalam, and Kannada. These 4,000 states plus Marathi, Hindi, of course. And this will be distributed free of cost to all the schools across the states and in states where Hindi is predominant. So we hope to, and we are looking out for sponsors who can join us in making this a success. So because safety begins at school is what we assume and propose. And then once the school gets proposed, they always educate their parents, their neighbors, and then electrical safety will then become a way of life. And the same, we'll be producing a second version, a handbook on electrical safety for college students. By college, we mean technical colleges like beginning with ITIs, the polytechnics, engineering students. So this, we need to go with a deeper understanding of the safety and the cause of any accidents. So they're better equipped to do that. Apart from these free, or like what we call our social causes, we're also doing workshops. These workshops are intensive, 1 or 2 days sessions on a particular topic. Incidentally, on this 23rd and 24th, we have got a workshop on earthing, 2 days intensive course on earthing, covering all aspects of earthing at Bombay. So we urge all of you to join that 2-day session. This 2-day session, inclusive of your lunch, comes at 10,000 rupees for 2 days course. But if you are an NFA member, you get a huge discount of 30%. That is, it is 7,000 rupees for members. And the ESPCS, the Electrical Safety Pro Certification course, is our flagship program, wherein we, NFE being the owner of the scheme, we have got independent personal certification bodies. HYS is the one approved recently by the Abbey of Hyderabad. They'll be conducting the knowledge part and the skill part evaluation of the candidate. And then depending on your scores in both the knowledge and the skill, will be giving you certification. The certification meant for all aspects of electrical safety, that is design, the installation, and the verification part. So there are specific criteria for attending the examination, and there are also independent training institutes who give training for this examination. We urge all you to attempt and become certified professionals. Another similar examination will be launched hopefully by June is the flight examination. The flight is short for the fault tube impedance test examination. Flight engineer. So this FLIT is the fault tube impedance test, which is now mandatory in as per IS 732 as per NEC. So this, the measurement of FLIT is a great sort of a benchmark to see how safe your installation is. And we hope to get this program running very soon. Similarly, for the healthcare electrical side professionals, healthcare, we have seen and are looking at accidents in hospitals, unfortunate. And then this we need to address healthcare safety, because healthcare is one aspect where the patients who are unable to move or escape in case of any eventuality emergency, they're not taking care of us. So we need to take healthcare safety, electrical safety professionals seriously. So this will be launched also maybe shortly after we launch the flight program. Coming to me, I am D. Krishna Kumar. I have been in CPWD for over 30 plus years. I take care of internal EI, substations, firefighting, parallel alarm, and ESS like CCTV, PBX, and networking. I have also written a short book for within our CPWD community called BMS for Civil Engineers. This is on the CPWD website. I am also a member of ISTRE and FSAI, and I am founder member of this NFE. So a few projects which are done includes Abhibhavan, then NMTC at Bangalore, HAL Helicopter Man facility at Gubbi near Bangalore. And Debjyoti Mukherjee will be joining us shortly. He is the Vice President of Polycab since 2014. He holds a BTech and a BSc Honours degree in specialized in wire and cable technology, in electrical application copper conductors, and the design and technology of wires and cables. The expertise spans technical marketing, product consultancy, execution, and machinery selection. Previously, Debjyoti was at Lab India for 3 years, in charge of technical design, menu development, costing, technical marketing, product manager, and skill collaboration. We hope to hear soon from Debjyoti Mukherjee. Rajshekhar Reddy, Vice President Marketing in Polycab India Limited. He is from Hyderabad. I am from Andhra Pradesh. So he is the Vice President Marketing at Polycab India with over 20 years experience. His work in brand and category management, product marketing, pricing, GTM strategy, and trade marketing. Prior to Polycab, he was at Panasonic Life for the IAQ division, indoor air quality division. It is BTech from Nagarjuna University, Andhra Pradesh. It is media marketing from the IITM, Mumbai. He is interested in traveling, sports, and cinema, which incidentally I have the same passions. So over to basically we'll be talking to. I'll just stop this share. So now we'll be taking up the seminar will start officially. So the topic, the green wires. Green wires, like these are not green in color, obviously. They might be green in color. They are not only green. They are indeed environmentally conscious. They are engineered for safety. They emit minimal smoke, non-toxic gases, they resist fire. We'll learn further on this green from the two speakers now. So this also as per IGBC has guidelines that requires of safe and lead-free materials. These are also part of the green. So now we'll be discussing today with Rajshekhar Reddy ji and Debjit Mukherjee the Polycab green wise. Shri Reddy ji, this is a question for you before we start the PPT. Why did you feel the need to develop green wise? Was it because of any specific request from developers and builders?
Yeah, good morning and a warm welcome to all the participants. I think first of all, before I take that question, I would like to congratulate NFE for completing 1 year, and Polycab is also proud to associate with NFE from the day of inception. We are with you, and the work which we are doing across India, it is very commendable because knowledge is God. The more knowledge we do, because again electrical safety is one of the very close topics to us as a company. So we are very fortunate to have associated with NFE, and we'll try to do it at various other places. Coming back to your question on the need for green wire, why we have done so. Since the inception, so Polycab is now more than 50 years old company, and since the inception for us, electrical safety has been the core concept in developing anything that we do, because consumer safety or electrical safety is the most important topic. But in the past 15 years, we have also started focusing more on environmental friendly things, because the way things are going on across the world, if you see so much of things that we are talking about on environment, how to become environmentally sustainable, how to develop sustainable products, because this is no more a choice. This is now the need of the hour. So earlier there was a choice. Okay, I have this product and I also have this product. But no, going future, it will be only products which are green in nature, environmental sustainability. We also know we have a commitment to the world that by we become net zero by 2070. So that's a commitment we have given to the world. As a corporate, as a concerned corporate or as a citizen of this country, we are also doing various other things. So as part of our strategy in the last 10-15 years, we have been moving towards more environmental sustainable products across our range. Of course, cables and wires is our biggest portfolio. That's why we started putting more resources and our R&D and everything towards uh, in manufacturing these green wires. So we will know more about the green wires, why they are environmentally sustainable and how they help this thing. But since the world is moving towards that, all the products, not only in wires, in every category, we have seen that more and more environmental green products are coming in. It might be in cement, it might be in steel, it might be this thing, lot of appliances. So in all our products, like we have completely moved towards LED as a segment. So even reducing electricity consumption is part of that, because again, production of electricity will require fossil fuels. That is again a concern for us. Then we have also developed BLDC as a technology for fans, which the consumption will be almost 30% of a normal thing. So coming back to the point, this was a strategy that we have taken, and we are developing more and more products, because moving ahead, whatever new products which are required, a lot of backend needs to be done, which we are trying to improve. So coming back to the question that you have asked, yes, this is a need of the hour, and we are creating more and more uh, sustainable or environment friendly products.
Nice. Good to know that you're trying to become a net zero company by 2027. And you really like some BLDC fans. That's a new thing which I knew. Good. Good to know that you're coming with new technologies which reduce the impact on the environment. In this regard, have in the past few years seen any change in the consumer buyer behavior for electrical wires? Anything which you have seen noticed in the market?
Yes, I think definitely there is a good response to all these products, because we have launched these green wires almost 7 to 8 years back, but in between COVID and all these things have happened. But in the last 2 3 years, we have seen tremendous response. So if we talk to builders, the major builders across the country, even small builders, see, when we go and educate them, because today people don't know that these type of things exist. So today, even it is not a good sign where people actually don't concentrate so much more on wiring, because even a normal consumer, he's very much concerned about the type of curtain he uses, the type of sofa he wants,
Sure.
how are the lights looking, all these things. But what goes inside the walls, that is the more important part, because that is going to sustain for the next, your lights, fans, furniture, this thing, all these things will sustain for 5 7 years. After that you will change, but the wiring that we do inside has to sustain for next 50 years. So it has to take the load that you are going to give, it has to become smarter, all those things are there. So it is very important. And then once we started educating the various consumers or customers through various channels. So we've been doing this type of seminars during COVID, post COVID. So once we started doing it, and we have a big business development team who visit, we participate in a lot of exhibitions. So our idea is to make people educate about this, and once they know about this, they definitely try this, and then once they have tried, they feel happy, because the usage of this product across the various spectrum is huge. So not only at house, but hospitals or various other hotels, buildings, residential, commercial, every across the spectrum, we can use these wires. And that way, I think it is showing a promising future.
Nice. Good. Nice to know. So your electrical safety is taking a priority. It's good to know.
Yes.
It's what NFE also stands for. So this question, Debijota, if you'd like to go ahead with your PPT and then we'll take questions from you, depending on the PPT, this one. Can you share your screen?
Yeah, I'll just share my presentation.
Yeah. Then we'll take questions, if any.
So can you see?
Yeah, it's live, sir.
Yeah, and it's audible. My voice is audible?
Yeah, clear.
Okay. So good morning, Mr. Krishna Kumar, and thank you very much for introducing me. And good morning to all participants and guests. And thank you very much to NFE for arranging this webinar and give us a chance to present our product. So let's start Greenware. So it is a recognizable, environment-friendly, and sustainable electrical ware. So these two words, environment-friendly and sustainability, this is very, very important, and it is very meaningful. So as we move forward, so we'll explain what is environment friendly and what is sustainability in case of electrical wares. But before that, we want to show you some incidents which is happening in India and is threatening us. So if you see, every day there is a fire accidents, and 30 people died because of the fire. And if you see in India, MP is a maximum fire accident taking place, 15.2%, 14.4% is Maharashtra, 18.9% is in Gujarat, and you can see balance also in Tamil Nadu 7.8% and others 46.9%. So this data we have collected from NCRB, National Crime Bureau record. So they are supplying all this data to all over India. So if you see from 2015 to 2021, so the even now also, the fire accident drastically reduced in India. But uh, the high-rise building fire accident has increased, and increased is 60%. And out of this 60%, 70 to 80% fire in high-rise building is because of short circuit. Not following the proper installation process, not following the guidelines. NEC is there in India, National Electrical Code, which is a beautiful guideline available in India. But many cases we have seen that people are not following and falling into a danger. So here in this record, if you see residential buildings, mostly high-rise buildings, the number of cases is 6364. And number of deaths is 6329. So it is very furious. So if we go to the next slide, so why fire accident is taking place? There are some silly cases are there, silly causes are there. So you can see faulty equipment appliances. Many appliances we purchased, which are cheap quality. The circuits are not proper. After running for some time, that becomes hot, and then wires get melted, and then fire accident takes place. Then light fixtures in your daily life, if you see in the geyser or micro oven, that socket is getting melted maybe within 3 to 5 months. And that is because of the cheap quality. When you switch on, then there sparks takes place. When you switch off, also there is a spark takes place. And that because of the spark, huge amount of heat is coming out, and that melts the wire and then gets short circuited. Then again, extension cord is a major reason. Any in the house, normally we celebrate our birthday or many functions, and then we use extension board without knowing the current carrying capacity of the cord of the extension board, and we load with a high number of sockets, and then we start music, we start fan, we start so many things, and because of the high current, this cord gets melted, and then short circuit takes place, and there is a fire. So similarly, there are some untrained people are also coming to the house for AC servicing and so many things, and then they change the circuit and fire accident takes place. This is very important, wiring and poor maintenance. So if you see in basically old building, especially in old building in Maharashtra, in Gujarat, in Karnataka, in West Bengal, everywhere you will find that installation is not proper in the old buildings, and people are taking currents or connections from anywhere. And because of the zigzag cable laying up, so there are heat developed, and additionally the EMF is developed. So when you pass current through a conductor, the EMF also developed. And here the EMF merge together, and this producing a huge quantity of heat, and then wire gets melted, and then short circuit takes place. So similarly, a lot of major causes are there which we are not taking care, and it is because of our negligence, the fires takes place. So you can see the fire at that COVID time, Virar Hospital, it claimed 13 lives. Also in Bhanduk, there is another fire accident. This is very peculiar. Fire taken place in the mall, and then it shifted to the hospital in the same building and same floor. And then I think 7 or 8 people died over there. And when it was analyzed, the casualty is not because of the burning. So people are not died because of the burning, and any burning mark also not found in the body. So while investigation, it is found that because of the burning at wire and cables, burning of many paints which are having lot of unhygienic material, unhygienic chemicals. So that produces toxic gases, and because of these toxic gases, people got suffocated, and then they died over there. Even in this number, some firefighters also died because of the toxic gases. So these are the reason of using lot of unhygienic material, unhygienic product in the building, and then later when the fire takes place, we understood, so this was happened. So anyway, I already told you this fire accident, because of the 70 or 80% death is because of the suffocation and inhalation of toxic gases and pungent gases, which is coming out of the plastic paints, plastic boxes, wire and cables, TV cabinets, then AC cabinets. This is coming out. So now this is the time we have to be careful on this, and we have to take precaution on this. So based on this, Polycab has analyzed, and Polycab has studied on this, and then Polycab has done a lot of research and development in the research and development laboratory. And this is the product, Greenware product has come out of this. And thanks to Polycab management and market, who has given a chance to develop this product. Coming back to the product, Polycab Greenware. So global trend is that that there is a huge climatic change in the world. So there is a season which is extreme. If you see US, if you see Europe, Asia, Australia, the season or summer is very extreme, winter is very extreme. So some way the climate is getting changed. So now globally, many people try to develop all these products which are used daily in life. Those should be eco-friendly product, and that will give a good solution to the health and environmental risk. So that environmental balance should be there. If it is in equilibrium environmentally, then there will be a problem of climates. And when the climate is extreme, there are a lot of casualties, disease, deaths will increase. Now, environmental friendly and sustainability. This is a very, very strong word we use. Environmental friendly means not harmful to the environment. You develop a product, you make a product and manufacturing of this product, then because of the manufacturing and because of the performance of the product, so there should not be any gases or anything emission will come out which will disturb the environment. So that is why it is not harmful to the environment. Environment means not only air, it is water, it is soil, it is air, it is animals, everything. Then next is the green technology. Green technology, I will come later. Now another is net zero scope. So Rajshekhar was talking about net zero, but Polycab is moving. So net zero is a big subject and very vast concept on this. But to understand I'll define shortly. So net zero, we have a target. There are three phases and three targets, 1, 2, 3. So first target is that the direct emission, impact on direct emission. So, power plant, they are burning fossil fuels. And then because of the fossil fuels, they are burning carbon and we get the energy. But remember, 1 kg of carbon, if we burn, so 3.66 kg of carbon dioxide will generate. Normally, we said greenhouse gases, but greenhouse gases is basically composed of mainly carbon dioxide and other oxides also, like sulfur dioxide, carbon monoxide. So, but 85% is a carbon dioxide. So we'll talk about carbon dioxide now. So target 1 is very fast concept. So making it zero is now at this moment not possible, but we can reduce this by using the green energy, renewable energy, biodegradable energy, biogas energy, all those things. We can do this. Then target 2 is indirect emission, means you buy energy to your house and somebody else is making this energy. That is the impact on the environment. So that is why it is an indirect impact. Then target 3. Target 3 is also indirect impact, indirect emission of carbon, where you purchase material and then your material is coming from a distant resources around 500, 600 kilometer away, and the transport is coming from there. It is burning diesel, burning fuel, and then a lot of carbon dioxide is coming into the environment. So this, at this moment, we can reduce by using local sources, and so that transportation will be very, very small. So carbon dioxide emission will be less. And then we can use our green energy 18 to 20%, so that we can reduce the fossil fuel requirement. So that's why net zero scope target 3 Polycab is taken already. Then energy conservation, saving energy is very, very important now. Making product or making process is a very short cycle, and use more green energy, using more battery operated vehicle inside the factory, so reduce the carbon emission. So this way we can save energy without depleting all the natural sources. So we'll have to remember that natural resources is our future. Natural resources is our next generation use. So we have to save this use, and we will save these resources for future and for next generation. How to do this? Make a recyclable material, so that these whatever components we will be using, that can be recycled and many times we can use, so that natural resources will be saved. Substances of very high concern. Many product we are using substances which are carcinogenic, which are creating diseases, which are toxic. So we are using, but knowingly, but we are not analyzing that this material is banned or should not use. So these are the substances. Now European norm has come for this restriction of hazardous substances. So that Polycab is complying. Then another is REACH, registration of evolution, authorization of restricted chemicals. So they banned plenty of chemicals to be used in the product, which are daily basis we are using, so that it will not affect your health. So sustainability will be there, and product sustainability will also there, but by not using the hazardous substances. High life cycle management. So it is basically cost effective. When you make a product, that product lifeline should be very, very high, so that the price you have to pay and you can use a longer life. So indirectly it will be cheaper to you. So this will have to take care. This is environmental friendly and sustainability. Now, what is green technology? So many people are saying green technology, green this, that, and Mr. Krishna Kumar already informed that green technology is not green. It is not a color. But green technology is a development, improvement, and application of product, equipment to save the environment and to save the resources. So that is green technology. So minimize degradation of environment by using proper raw material, proper chemicals or proper ingredients by which we can use manufacture product, but that does not harm the environment. Zero or low emission. At this moment, we will talk about low emission because this is very new to India, and from World Health Organization, they already started contacting all people like China, India, who are having the most high emission of carbon. India is having, I think, 6% to 9%. So we'll have to reduce this. So we'll talk about low emission and promote healthy and improved environment. So not using toxic material, so that it will harm the environment and harm the human body. Conserve the use of energy. We have to save the energy by making short production cycle, making all green energy. Then promote use of natural sources. Try to use more organic sources, natural sources, so that that we can stay away from the all toxic material, and our environment will become safe. Now coming back to the Polycab green ware. So green ware, green technology, I think Rajshekhar already elaborated few, so I am not going in deeper details how it has come. But initially, I have told you, I have shown you some incidents, and from there we analyzed, and then we do a lot of R&D, and then we have come back. So history says 2000, year 2000, before that, normally people used to use conventional wire. But conventional wire was not safe. It is safe in electrically, but it is not safe in environmentally. So that's why, so transformation phase started in 2000, when people started manufacturing fire retardant wire and people started using also. So initially it was very popular, but we found later that the safety is not much on this, because at the time of high fire, means this material may not catch fire maybe at 200, 150-degree temperature, but beyond 150-degree temperature, so this will catch fire. And when it catches fire, so there are chemical reaction inside and that will generate heat and the flame propagates. And when the flame, you can see when there is a fire in the house or anywhere, the flame propagates rapidly. And why it is rapidly? Because this kind of chemicals are available which develop heat, and that it propagates heat and propagates flame. So next transformation comes in 2015 to make the wire more safe, more safety. So increase the safety. So what we did is the fire retardant and smoke suppressant. So when fire retardant material is burning beyond 150-degree temperature, there are some black smokes are coming. So when firefighter goes for extinguishing the fire, they cannot see anything and they become sick. The people on the other side, they cannot see each other, they cannot see the exit or path or staircase, so they cannot come out, and then ultimately they get died. So keeping this in mind, so 2000, before 2020 actually we started, so let us say 2020 onwards, so green were launched, and green were much safety has taken in the respect of toxicity, human health, environment risk, keeping in mind. So this product has developed in phase 3. This is phase 3 transformation, where the where will not catch fire at least 280-degree centigrade temperature. But when there's a high fire and temperature is beyond 280-degree, automatically the wire will catch fire. But even though if it is catching fire, it will not produce any heat and flame propagation will be not there. Simultaneously, when the firefighter will come to extinguish the fire, they will come and they can see properly, because transparency will be there, and they can see and they can work accordingly. Opposite side, what people will be there, they got stuck in the fire, they can see each other, they can see the exit area, they can easily, comfortably pass through staircase or exit route. So that is the thing. And additionally, this burning of this wire, it will not, there will be no toxic gases will come out, so that the environment balance will go, and there will be a sustainability and environment friendliness. Now, why go green? So already I have informed, I have told you so many things of the advantages of green. So green environmental, we can remove the environmental threat. There is a global demand for the new eco-friendly products, which should not be harmful for human health and environment. And ultimately, we have to save our planet. So with this presentation, we urge all of our guests and participants and all over world, we urge that please use green product. Please save our planet for our future generation, and improve the technology, improve the planet. Now, what is green product? So any product to be green, we should have these 8 parameters. So first is that zero health hazard. So the product, when it will perform, there should not be any health hazard on this. If you see the normal wire, conventional wire, though it is under the wall or other side of the wall, so when there is a current passing through the wire, there is a heat. And nowadays we can see, when is a conduit wiring, people are filling in the conduit many numbers of wire. Actually, ideally, 40% of the conduit should be filled, because when there is a current passing, so there is a heat development, and that heat has to subside. But many cases we have seen 60%, 65% of the conduit is filled, and when heat develop, this cannot survive, subside properly, and the wire and cable gets degraded on this. And then ultimately what happens in the conventional wire and cable, there are some organic volatile material which is coming out from the sockets hole, and this comes direct to the human body, and human gets sick for this. This is a long time, periodically it is going on, and then periodically after long time of staying in the house, people get sick, and this sickness is very severe. Something it goes to cancer, some is asthma, like this. I'll tell you, this lead, if it is there, lead is highly carcinogenic. If it is a cadmium in the product, in the any plastic product or wire and cable, it is there, conventional wire and cable. So it gives asthma and abdominal problem. And children are very much susceptible to absorb this material and have a problem in the stomach. So if I tell you so many things, so it will take long time. So we'll cut short. Low carbon emission. So product should be low carbon emission, means low carbon content should be there. So in green wire, the carbon content is reduced, and even if it is burned, so carbon dioxide formation will be very less. Then thermal stability, cost effectiveness. So you have to, Polycab product is cost effective. It's a cost effective means it is not at any point of time, it is not, may not be cheaper on the conventional product, but it is cheaper in respect of its use parameter and its sustainability and its life, long time life. So conventional wire, if you buy, so the life is maybe 15 to 18 years, but this product can give a life up to 25 to 28 years. So directly 25% increase of life. So that way it is cheaper, cost effective. Thermal stability, this product is having a very good heat resistance. Wherever there is a heat or extreme weather, this product work well. For any adverse weather, normal conventional product or conventional wire, life gets reduced. But green wire, green product, that life, it can withstand that adverse weather and can sustain. No toxicity. Normal conventional wire, there is a toxicity when it is burned. Even in the normal cases, so periodically, slowly, all toxic material, volatile toxic materials are coming out. But green wire, it is not happen. Recycled, green wire is totally recyclable and nothing will be left. But conventional wire, when you use, if you burn or if it is a life is end, then some non-recycled material will be left in the floor or in the soil. So it will pollute the environment. Low fire hazard. So conventional wire, I already informed you, the fire hazard is very high, but green wire fire hazard is less. Even though it catches a fire, so it will not produce any harmful gases on that. So no environmental pollution. So any green product, it has to have these parameters. So Polycab green wire, we are using 99.97% pure copper. So we get the copper from Japan, highly pure copper, and then get it, make a rod and then use for the green wire product, which is having 101.4% conductivity. Normal product is having, normal wire and cable, you can see 100% conductivity, but here green wire 100.4% conductivity. So automatically the resistance of the wire is getting reduced. And even if we use high current, the heat development is very low. So power loss, ultimately power loss is low. So power loss is a saving of energy. So ultimately saving of energy is there in the green wire. High temperature withstand capability, it can withstand high temperature. We have some antioxidant and some heat resistant ingredient on this, so that the temperature, even high temperature, it can work. And had energy conservation, I already told you. So this product is compliant with RoHS, Restriction of Hazardous Substances 3, Norm 3, and REACH compliant. There is no lead, no mercury, no cadmium, no bromine, no organic product which is very dangerous for the health. It's very low halogen. Normal conventional wear, so here halogen percentage is around 35 to 37% halogen percent. Halogen is very dangerous for the health, because when halogen comes out, it coming as a form of hydrogen chloride, and which when goes inside the body, it the human being becomes sick. So it has a low halogen, around 20% halogen is there, even less than 20%. So made in eco-friendly factory. So whatever we are manufacturing green product, so factory should be also green. If the factory is not green, the product which is coming out from the factory is not considered to be green. So Polycab in Baroda, Halol, there is a unit which is totally green. Whatever machines we are using, the paint of the machine is also out of the these chemicals. No lead, no cadmium, no mercury. Whatever lubricants we are using, there is no lead, no cadmium, no mercury, no bromine on this. Even water which is purely treated water. So whole air of the factory is non-polluted. Even the factory is built based on green building concept. So that's why factory is green. Even the inside the factory, whatever vehicle is moving, these are not producing any emission on this, because the vehicles are all battery operated, electric vehicles. So this is a totally green factory, and that is why the product which is coming out, it's a green product. Next is safety. The product is very safe in respect of fire, in respect of toxic chemicals, it is very safe, and in respect of termites and rats, it will not bite, because there are some material inside the ingredients in the product. So the insects does not come because of the smell. So green manufacturing and designing is also very big concept, and it is very important. So when we design the product, green wear, so this should be designed, this should be keeping in mind that this should be eco-friendly. Reduction of toxic substances should be there, means whatever raw material we'll procure from outside, so that will be similarly no cadmium, no lead, no bromine, nothing will be there. So that way we have to procure, and the material should be recyclable. Even if we have some waste, so that has to be recyclable. Then procurement supplier has to comply our requirement, our specification, and the supply should be low emission supply. Low emission supply means you have to use your local source always, because when you use your distant source, the transport will burn fuel, and there are a lot of emission. So to reduce the emission, so locally, if you transfer around 4-5 kilometer, or maybe 50 kilometer, the emission will be less. Polycab is having compounding plant and metal plants nearby within a 3 to 4 kilometer distance. So emission is very low, and that's what we can certify that this is a green product. Recyclable packing, whatever material will be coming from the supplier, so that material packing should be recyclable. Recyclable means either this packing can be reused, or this packing can be returned to the supplier, or that can be recycled by burning or by melting or something. Manufacturing, as I told you, that during manufacturing process, there should not be emission of any toxic material or contamination of cadmium or mercury or bromine or some other organic material. So here we are using all lubricants, oil, grease, water, everything is free of hazardous material. Then packing and distribution, whatever packing and distribution we are doing, so that should be recyclable. So many times we have seen that whatever master carton we are using, we are supplying to the customer, customer is reuse this master carton box for different purpose. Some of the customer, they return to us the wooden drum or metal drum, cable drum. So that drum and metal drum, we can reuse this, and it is happening. Customer use to end of life. Whatever product we are supplying, and during performance at the customer place, till his life end, it should be emission free. So there will be no emission during his lifetime. So out of 25-30 years, there should not be emission on this. So conventional wire and green wire, there is a comparison. For fire hazard, as I told you, conventional wire is not safe, and even if we say it is a FR, fire retardant, but there will be if there is a fire, then it propagates flame. But green wire, that safety has taken place, and even though it is catching fire, so it will not propagate the flame. So flame will be there, and temperature will not produce. So many places, if you see, while suppose let us say in building, if there is any fire, so what happened? Fire propagates, and then from the ceiling, from anywhere, there are a lot of things are coming out and falling down to the floor. So this is happened because of the heat production, heat development, and flame propagation. So green wire, if it is there, so that it will take care. It will not allow to develop heat, and there is very low chance from the ceiling or from the wall something fallen down. So accident will be very less. Harmful chemicals are used sometimes in the conventional product. That's why there will be a health hazardness. But here greenware is totally out of health hazard, and there is a out of this hazardous material. So this kind of effect of to the health human body will be not there. That I have already explained you earlier. Conventional FR and FRLS ware, when it burns, its carbon emission will be too high. So the carbon content is very high in the conventional ware, but green ware, we have reduced the carbon content, and we have used the advanced polycap technology. This technology does not allow to burn carbon, and not all the carbon, but it will lock some of the carbon, it will lock some of the halogen inside, it will not allow to burn. So there is an advanced technology we are using, and this is a nanotechnology people are using day by day, and it will be popular, I think, soon. Then recyclability and eco-friendly. Normal conventional ware, maybe to some extent it is not recyclable, and this will pollute soil and environment. But greenware is totally recyclable, even if it is life is end, so it will be recycled and can be used in different purpose. Longevity and cost effective. So life conventional ware, I told you already, in adverse weather, ideally it will work in ideal condition, but in any adverse weather, so the life gets reduced. So if you see nowadays, in in all the cities in India is very hot except the north side, and this is extreme hot, and this kind of temperature, normal wire and cable, the life gets reduced, but green wire is able to withstand this kind of heat, and heat resistance is there, so it will continue its life. Thermal stability. So again, you know that heat and oxygen, that is the major culprit for the degradation of material, degradation of human body also. So if you are continuously staying inside a uh, heat prone area, so the life will get reduced. Similarly, so normal wire and cable, because of the heat, it gets reduced, life gets reduced, but greenware, this is a additional advantage that it is a heat resistance is there, so it can withstand the heat and can continue the life. So polycap greenware, there are some parameters. This already I have discussed here, but here if you see, to deter further degradation of quality of life by not contributing to is very important. Air pollution resulting in respiratory illness. So you have a wire in your house behind the wall and you do not know what is happening inside. So when you pass current, heat developed, and if the heat development is too high, so normal conventional wire will will emit or evolve some uh, volatile organic content, which is called VOC. So this volatile material comes inside the body, and when you breathe with the air, it will go inside your body and then it affects your body. When it is this kind of product, when work with the this one water, washed with water, so this toxic material is goes to the soil and ultimately it goes to the crop, and then after that when we take it into home we eat it, and then slowly it goes to the body and it is a slow poison. So carcinogenic materials entering into the water table, and what water we are having, that gives a uh, very high sickness. So because of this, if you go for the green wire, nothing will happen in this case, and we can save our life. We can save plenty of life in the world. So comparative advantages, if you see oxygen index, normal conventional wire, it is 29. Normal conventional wire, it is 21 to 24, but for fire retardant conventional wire, it is a 29, but green wire, it is 32. Temperature required to catch fire. So 150 degree the conventional wire, fire retardant wire is 250 degree, and green wire is 280 degree. So beyond that, that fire, if there is a temperature, then it will catch the fire. Visibility during burning. Conventional wire, it is a 5 to 10 percent visibility, but conventional wire, it is a 45% transmittancy is there, transparency is there, so that you can see distant objects. Halogen content 32 to 37%, normal conventional wire, but here in green wire, I told you we have used advanced technology, and the concentration of halogen is less than 20%. Carbon monoxide is very, very low because we have used advanced technology, and then carbon monoxide does not produce very negligible amount of carbon dioxide produced during burning, but most of the carbon dioxide is converted into carbon dioxide and then goes to the air. So benefit to the consumers. Now, if you buy a green wire, what benefit you will get? I think by that time you understand the benefits, what you will get. But still, I'll once again remind you that highly capable to withstand full load current. Suppose if you have a motor, or if you have a AC, if you have a freeze, so by any high peak, there is a peak voltage or high current that cable can withstand. This wire can withstand, but conventional wire may get melt on this, and then there is a risk. Many times in the building, so we can see there is a pump. People are using induction type of motor. Then you have a washing machine, you have a freeze. So there is a chance of harmonics to be developed in the line. When harmonics developed in the line, so that develops heat. And this, because of this heat, normal conventional wire gets degraded. So if you want to see in your house, so just open a socket in your kitchen. You will find the wire. If it is a 5 years old, if you will find a wire which is very hard, and if you want to remove some insulation on this, so you will find it is a dust is coming out. That means 50% life has gone within 5 years because of the heat. Heat is coming out by anyway by passing current, because of the harmonics or because of anything. And that 50% life has gone means the where resistance gets high, power loss is high, you will get a very high energy bill from the uh, from whatever it is, CSC, BSCB, or electric organization. will get a very high bill. But for greenware can able to sustain with high temperature, even with a high harmonics, and the life is very, very high, so it will not degrade, and during its lifetime it will intact, and then energy bill will be uh, as it is. So we can expect 20% energy bill will be less in the greenware when you use full lifetime. That is a empirical calculation we have done. So that is a additional benefit to the use of greenware. So it does not heat up much during passage of current, as I told you, and sustainable. Whether it is a conduit wiring or cleat wiring or open wiring, it will be sustainable. Permissible current is higher. This is a high current capacity because of the low resistance, and around 20% current carrying capacity is more. So if anybody requires the high current for any device, so you can use the same size of wire, you can use 20% higher current on this. So next benefit is performs better in domestic power wiring and heavy duty equipment. So especially inductive load, I told you inductive load generates harmonics. So this is very safe to be used. Lowest content of restricted substance like cadmium, lead, all those things. So nothing is there. So you cannot expect any disease while staying in your house. Many times people does not like home because of repeatedly falling sickness, and people do not want to analyze why the sickness is coming regularly. So if your building is not green building, if your product or wire and cable or anything is not green, so definitely you will fall sick repeatedly, and then people try to change the houses. But this is basically the reason for using the material. If you do not have cross ventilation, if your inside air does not go allowed to go out, so definitely people will fall in sick. Now next is indoor wiring for high-rise building, office and hospitals. Additional advantage of high fire resistance. So we suggest to use in all indoor wiring, high-rise building, hospitals. Hospitals, it is mandatory, very, very mandatory, hospitals and schools and industrial parks. So there is a chance of fire will be very, very high over there because of using a lot of gadgets. So now we'll tell you something about the polycab. What is polycab? If you understand polycab, and then you will know why polycab is so much strong to develop such a green product. So polycab is #1 manufacturer in respect of wire and cables, and also have a manufacturing facility for FMEG items. And market share is 22 to 24% all over India. So we have pan-India network, 3,800 dealers and distributors, 205,000 retail outlets. So you can understand, to your next door, the availability of the product is there. So we have well-footed FMEG player, as Rajsekhar was telling you, BLDC fan, LED lights, many FMEG products. We are also doing R&D, and best efficient product we are putting into the market. Manufacturing footprint, we have 28 facilities all over India, 13 offices, and 29 warehouse. Out of these 13 offices and 29 warehouses, we have warehouses in USA, we have warehouse in Australia, and also offices are there. We have experienced, highly experienced professionals who are running the show. So Polycab believes that there are sometimes always material scarcity or short supply of material in the market. And because of this short supply of material, so sometimes the production gets stopped, and the supplier or customer does not get the material, and there is an interruption. So that's why Polycab has started strong backward integration. So we have metals manufacturing facility, we have polymer compounding manufacturing facility. In metals, we have aluminum rolling mill, we have steel wire drawing capacity, we have polymer manufacturing compounding facility, big. So that give a additional advantage to the customer, non-stop on uninterrupted supply to the customer. And also we manufacture the product as we require. And since we are following a lot of national and international specification, so there are various requirement we meet because of our own in-house manufacturing facility. So our all laboratories are NABL accredited, and whatever product is coming out from the NABL accredited laboratory is highly reliable. And this NABL accredited laboratory is every year or every 6 months it is getting audited, and all traceability is there itself. So we have all the machineries which are purchased from basically from Europe, and some are from USA. And those machineries are highly efficient. Overall equipment efficiency is very, very high, so that we can manufacture product in a short span of cycle. So energy saving is very, very high. Strategic background integration, backward integration. So as I told you, we are very much strong backward integration. So we are having strong R&D and innovation capabilities. This R&D center, what we have is certified by our Ministry of Industries, NABL ISO 17025 certified. 100 engineers and technicians are regularly working on R&D and developing new product, and also developing new features on existing product, making it cost effective. So continuous the activity is going on. Center of Excellency of R&D on polymers, we have a polymer background PhD holders. 4 PhD holders are continuously working on that on the R&D laboratories and developing new features on the product. So this greenware is a outcome of rigorous R&D in our R&D center. So that's all. Thank you very much for keeping the patience. I will go for the question and answer session. So if you have any questions, then you can ask.
Yeah, thank you. That's very informative and comprehensive take on the green wires. We were especially glad to know that the Herol factory is totally eco-friendly factory with the green vehicles, better vehicles and all that. The parking is totally green. We'll now check a couple of questions that are common. So, what is the cost difference between normal polycab versus polycab green wire? One of the questions which
Yeah, just a minute. Just a minute. Yeah, can you just type this one? Skip this.
What is the cost
Tell me
difference
also.
between normal polycab cables versus polycab green wire? One of the questions asked by Venugopal Pothuru. In terms of percentage, what would be the difference in cost?
So polycab conventional wire is definitely going to the market in a high quantity, bulk quantity. And as Rajsekhar said, that initially when we started green wire, acceptance was not much. But periodically, when people awareness gone high, and then people started accepting green wire, and now this product is very much popular in the high profile market. So high profile means I'll mention that the building construction major promoters like Hiranandani, DLF, then Mantri. So those Godrej, those people are very much conversant with this greenware, and then well acceptance to them.
Okay.
And it is going to the market in a very bulk quantity. So acceptance has gone high.
But what will be the cost difference between these both?
Cost difference is not much. It is a 5 to 7% cost difference is there.
Okay. And one question from Mr. Arvind Patel. What's the design temperature of green wire?
What is the
design temperature of green wire?
design temperature? Okay, good question. So normal conventional wire, the design temperature is 70 degree, but green wire is designed at 85 degree. we have kept it at 85 degree, mentioned it here because of the IS specification. But in practice, it can go to 90 degree temperature also.
Oh, great. Fine. So one question again is from same Arvind Patel. I think you already explained in that PPT how Greenware is energy saving. How is the Greenware energy saving?
So Greenware is energy saving in a various way. One is that the Greenware life is very, very high. So when it is a high and the performance level is falling down to 80% at the end of the life. So when it is a performance level is ending 80%, so when you purchase this material, so it is a very cost effective. And normal wire and cable at adverse weather condition, within 5 years, the life has gone. So the power supply or whatever power loss in the normal cable is very, very high after 5 years. But in the Greenware, power loss is consistent and same at the till end of the life. So the performance is always very, very good.
Thank you for that, sir.
So that way it is a, we say it is a 20% the additional benefit you can get.
Yeah, even like you said, the additional conductivity can mean that more current can take in that same cross section of wire. So that also contributes. Right.
Yeah, I already said in my
Yeah.
presentation that
It is.
20% additional current carrying capacity you can take in this. So wherever you find that same size, you want excess current, 20% you can use that.
So what is the percentage of carbon monoxide maximum in a Greenware? Is it readily available with you right now? What's the percentage?
Carbon monoxide initially burning, it will be 0.5%, but that is for fraction of second. Immediately it convert into carbon dioxide. So direct impact of carbon monoxide will not come to your body or in the air.
This is from Mr. Balchand Agrawal. What he questions basically is that can we write the safe current capacity and size of wires on each bundle for ready reference?
Can you repeat this, please?
Because what he said was basically in the Q&A, the current capacity given IS 732 tables 21 to 41, along with correction factors for ambient temperature, grouping, insulation method, etc. And these factors are not considered in general. So the question is, shall we write safe current capacity and size of wires on each bundle? So basically what he wants is taking these grouping factors into consideration, can you write the safe current carrying capacity? Mr. Agrawal, I don't think, because when any manufacturer makes a wire, he doesn't declare that these are meant for this grouping, this insertion method. That is decided by the consumer at their end, by the installer. So I don't think we can write all the factors on each bundle of cable. So that's why we request people to follow NEC and then calculate the current carrying capacity. It's not just a table given by manufacturers, also the conditions in the field which decide the current carrying capacity. Is that right, Mr. Mukherjee? Or you want to add?
Yeah, you are right. So let him go to the follow NEC, and NEC guideline is purely given what kind of weather and what kind of derating factor to be used for application. So he can use that. And we can say little bit higher current carrying capacity, little bit higher, whatever mentioned in the NEC, because that current, this material is temperature rating, practically it is a 90 degree. So few percent you can increase on that. But as a bundle, we cannot say at this moment. But if you follow the guideline of NEC, he can get it. Or if he has a difficulty, he can come back to us. We can help him.
Oh, great. That's fine. Many brands are offering REACH and ROSH compliant wires with halogen-free insulation. How is Polycab green wire with HRFR LSH better? I think that is already given in the PPT, like how better is
That
the
is, yeah,
polymer wire. Yeah.
yeah, already mentioned. But there are some people who are complying ROHS 1. There are upgradation of ROHS, means ROHS 1 is saying that uh, not to be used for 5 elements. Okay.
Right.
So that is cadmium, mercury, I cannot remember all 5 materials.
It's all part of the PPT.
ROHS, we are following ROHS 3.
Yes,
So
yes.
ROHS
Okay.
3 is banned for 21 materials.
Oh, great.
21 chemicals is banning. So we are
Okay.
following ROHS 3. And REACH is banning 121 materials. So that
Oh.
also we are following. So that's why it is very highly safe to be used.
Okay, this is from Jerome Lobo, one of our founder members. He says, thank you for excellent presentation information on green wire. It's very impressive. What he asks is, what is CO2 emission difference between green wires and conventional wire per unit production? This, I think you have to go to technical factory level, this one. What is CO2 emission difference between green wire and
Oh,
conventional
CO2
wire?
emission, yeah. CO2 emission is very, very less because when it is a green wire, the carbon content is 20%. Out of this 20% carbon content, we have a technology to lock this carbon, should not come out.
Okay.
And it will not come out to the carbon dioxide level in the air. So conventional wire, so around 38% carbon is there. So 38% carbon. So it will 1 kg carbon converted to 3.6 kg. So if you calculate this way, so it will be a huge carbon dioxide, but green wire around 20-30% less than that.
Nice. So another question, Mr. Anand Kothanet. Does Polycab also offer zero halogen wires and cables? Low smoke.
Yeah, we offer. We have a
they have
product,
one
zero halogen product we have. We have zero halogen product, 2 kinds of product. One is thermoplastic, another is thermoset. So thermoset, zero halogen product, we say HFFR, that is 70-degree temperature rating. And another is cross-linked HFFR, which is 90-degree temperature rating.
Okay. So Mr. Arun Patel asks, what's the design life of green wire? This I think mentioned in the PPT. The
Can
design
you
life.
repeat this one?
What's the design life of green wire? Design life.
Already mentioned, yeah.
Yeah, it's in PPT. Yeah. This interesting question again, Jerome Loboji. How can a common man identify a Polycab genuine product? With this when we have been taking some, there are, as you are aware, there are quite a few spurious brands of Polycab in the market. So how can a common man identify a Polycab genuine product?
So when a customer goes to our dealer or distributor or retailer, so there is a green wire box and green wire pouch where it is clearly written. So
Okay.
what is the, there are some tags on that and there's a barcode. So they have to follow this one barcode and QR code and that's tag. Tampered tag is there. So the moment you open the box, so our company will understand. So one customer has received this. So he has to follow this QR code and tampered tag.
Okay, fine. That's good. Nice to know. One question is that is any special testing will be carried out on green wire like E-beam? What's the E-beam testing? E-beam.
So yeah, E-beam is not the testing. It is a electron beam technology by which we manufacture some kind of wire and cable. But here in green wire, we did not use E-beam because E-beam is basically used for cross-linking or of the product. Here it is a thermoplastic product, but there are some severe testing in this. Severe testing in the means of those testings. Sometimes we are not in the IS, we follow IEC, International Electrotechnical Commission.
Sure.
They have some severe testing. So we follow this one. Even NEC also given guideline that sometimes for more severe testing, you follow IEC. So we use IEC testing and we found it is a very, very
Okay.
efficient. Yeah.
Yes, sir. So Mr. Alken Singh asking, some of manufacturers claiming reduction in electricity bills. Do you also claim? If so, how? I think same thing. Energy cost come down, so bill also comes down. Is it like that?
Can you repeat once again?
Some of manufacturers are claiming reduction in electricity bills. How?
Okay. So I already mentioned that normal conventional wear, so within 5 years or so, it is getting degraded and power loss is very, very high. So in that case, energy bill is coming high. In spite of that, if there is any induction type of device, like sometimes water pump or sometimes washing machines, so they create a lot of harmonics in the line. So if it creates harmonics, so whole building it will be coming as a harmonics and it develops a lot of heat and a lot of power loss. So when there's a high power loss, so you will get a high energy bill. But greenware, since this is a high carrying capacity is there and it is a low resistance, so it can withstand high temperature and the life is extended life. So power loss is always constant. So energy bill will be coming always same. So there is no difference on this if you use at the end of the life.
Right. So one more thing, Mr. Mukesh Jain says, NEC mentioned use of HF, FR wires in all public buildings, irrespective of height. Can we use green wires with FR, LSH, PVC installation in all public or commercial buildings?
Yes, you can use this one. Possible.
So someone asking for PPT in PDF format. Sir, this PPT will available in our NFE website as soon as the session is finished. So you can download it from there, sir. You know, don't get PPT, you get the full session recording will be available. So PPT, we'll have to just check. No, we'll have to just check once again, but we'll be able to get the complete presentation on the website. So I think those are the questions till date, sir. So fine, it's 12:23. So we thank everybody, all the participants for asking questions and sharing with your valuable time on this 1.5 hour we spent with us. So we also like Polycab. We declare our heartfelt thanks to them for not only the seminar, but for being our sponsor of all many events right from day one of our launch. And we hope we'll continue the partnership for a long time to come. And like we have been putting the chat box, we request all of you to participate in our seminars which are coming up in the current year. We also got interesting, like I said earlier, there is a 2-day workshop, intensive workshop on earthing on 23rd and 24th at Mumbai. This registration is available on the chat box here. And then our next live seminar, live means I meant face-to-face seminar, is at Vijayawada on the 7th of June. So urge people from Andhra Pradesh, nearby Telangana, and Tamil Nadu also to participate in that seminar there. And we once again thank all of you here, Mr. Debvijay Mukherjee, Jitin Panchal, and Rajshekhar ji for their valuable time and enlightening us on the green wires. Thank you, everyone. We'll now declare this webinar as closed. Thank you, everyone.